Welcome back to the OJ Power Hour off of our slight hiatus due to some massive
Life.
headaches.
Life.
Literally, it's literally and figuratively. Figuratively in your case, literally in mine. But welcome back. I am, of course, one half of your host with the most from this surprisingly cold spring coast, Oslodo, joined by my good friend and yours, Jay Scheidel. Jay, how have things been going? I know it's been busy.
Oh,
I know
my
life's got you
goodness.
down.
It's been the last 3 weeks of school. We just ended up last week. It's been ridiculous. Oh,
Oh, I can't imagine, sir. I cannot imagine.
this time last week we were finishing up the high school band concert, going from there.
And Phoenix pointing out, I noticed this recently. Jay, you have an emoji now. Aren't you
Oh
special?
god. Okay, we might have to yell about
Where
that
now?
later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have a story about where that came from? I am not privy to it, and I'd love to hear it.
I don't know if there's a story behind it or not. I posted a stupid picture and I probably shouldn't have.
Well, you know what happens in this community if you post something. If you make a suggestion, someone's gonna roll with it.
Always, always. But yeah, it's been good. It's been crazy, and hopefully we're back at it after another hiatus next week. We'll talk about later.
We will talk about that later. Hopefully, things are starting to settle down. Yeah, it's certainly been busy,
Hmm.
both in and off the server. The derby's still ongoing. Keeping an eye on that.
LL's going whenever
Because,
I can remember to update things.
yeah, unfortunately, life got in the way of my LL thing, and I'm
Oh,
still not happy about the white mage vanilla solo
just
seed. I'm
just
not.
just do a challenger 3. You'll be at 500 points in a day. Just ask Mecca.
I will say this much: co-op is when I'm coming back, and I'm coming back hard.
Oh yeah,
The
I'm
Krakenos are
waiting for
coming back.
co-op.
Oh, did you enter last year? I can't remember.
I think we've
You
been in
did.
every year. I can't remember.
I
It's been
think.
too much. It's
I think you got knocked out in the first round.
always.
We made it to round two and then got absolutely lambasted, just dominated. But yeah, it's been hectic
Yeah,
to say the least. But I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back. I'm happy to be back doing the show.
good.
I know we've been kind of MIA for a bit, and this is a pretty
Oh yeah,
it's a good episode. We're going to talk
because
to some of our marathon planners, which that's man, that's a job.
yeah. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the marathon, how things got. We've talked about how it got started, but how things are setting up, and what's changed this year with the new live event. It's gonna be fun.
I only wish I had the opportunity to go, but sadly, circumstances beyond my control have limited me to
Yeah.
certain things. Yeah. So, but hey, you know what? I will still be there as part of the OJ Power Hour crew remotely to do my thing,
You
to
better.
help Jay Scheidel and not have him lose his mind. Totally. That's my job. Nobody takes that away from this guy.
But in case you got some other stuff going on, you might need a guardian or something to help you out here. So our sponsor.
Every day, in every dungeon, countless chests are opened and treasures removed, rooms entered and items stolen. Theft is up, your GP and items are at risk. It can and will happen to you. How do you feel safe? How do you take back the power? Warmech Security Services. Warmech Security Services are now offering the well-known Sky Castle experience to you, the home user. Now your treasures can be protected by the powerful War Machine of Lore. You want thunder, you've got it. You need a Cure 4 to clean up those fiends, we can provide. For a limited time only, you get to choose the armament of your personal robot of terror. Act now and we will throw in, free of charge, Stone Touch. Your death robot will have a chance to create your own Light Warrior Garden statue. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Crime is up. Trap tiles will not cut it anymore. Peace of mind is just a nuclear away. Call Warmech Security Services and get the robot you need at the price that's right for you. Warmech Security Services not available in all areas. Company not liable for damage to property or neighbors. Not approved for protection of families or children. Do not use Warmech as a flotation device. Warranty void upon opening of the mech.
And we are back. We would like to remind you the OJ Power Hour is not responsible for any warranty claims, any misfire incidents, or a nuclear attack from your war mech. That's a manufacturer's thing. We do not support this. I'm sorry.
Oh,
However, we are
this is-
back. I know you have. We are back, and we are joined by Dark Moon and Danny herself. We are here with the committee. Welcome back, I think. We've had you on multiple times, so welcome back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't get rid of me. I'm sorry.
Also, I
Tried.
waved. Y'all didn't see it. I waved too.
I wonder if you can use that little Discord wave if it show up on your. Oh,
That's a really good question. But don't speak too much of the Discord stuff, otherwise Sunflash will show up and make trumpet noises.
don't give them ideas. But yeah, so marathon planning. This is only a small part of the crew. I know there's a lot more behind the scenes going on, but let's talk about marathon. Let's talk about what's going on, what makes this year different. But in case someone watching hasn't seen it yet, a little bit of history about the marathon. How did all of this stuff get started?
We've had our channel since 2001 or 21. Oh, I'm old. I get my. Y'all just have to deal. Occasionally, I pretend things aren't 20 years older than they are. So around this time, actually, 2020, 21, and probably not a whole year later, but around a year later, we were looking at ideas. We were thinking about things to do on the channel, and we kind of wanted to expand the channel, but also look at ways of expanding the community, reaching out to other communities, like getting involved with other things. And we were just kind of like, me and Dark were like, do you think we could pull off a marathon?
It had been a weird little joke idea I think we were doing. It's
Yeah.
because we used to do a lot of hosting with Randomania, and then Randomania basically shut down, and we more or less were like, well, I guess we could do what Randomania used to do. And so if we're not just going to host other games, but we're going to like build the channel, then doing a marathon kind of made sense at one point as well. And it was a joke, but it, like with everything that happens in FFR, if you joke about it enough, then it actually just happens.
That's
It
how we
sure
got started.
does.
Yeah, so
Kind of what about could we do the marathon and stuff? And like
Mhm.
after we decided to maybe try, we remembered like this is something that like other folks have done that aren't doing it anymore, which just made us kind of be like, I mean, maybe
I mean, it's
because
worth remembering
the
that
initial idea behind it
yeah.
was because other channel wasn't doing it, but there was a lot of talk and I remember I think we were even in a voice chat one day and we are like, do you think we could pull this off? Like, I think we probably could. And if we wanted to do it, we wanted to do it for a charity. Like, we wanted to, if we're going to do this and be a thing, we wanted it to be for a good cause. And we just kind of threw it out there, and the rest of everyone else was kind of like, yeah, let's give it a whirl. And then a couple months later, we had our first one, which
Yep.
I would like to say the rest of them haven't been as nervous and stressful, but
Always stressful.
they are a little bit. They're a little
Well-
bit, but that's because you want them to go well. And
Yeah.
none of them have been as anxiety ridden as the first one because you never know what to expect or how it's going to go. But after we got through the first 3 days, I think we were all excited about how it went, that we immediately started planning the next one.
Which ended up
And-
being a winter one we hadn't been planning to do initially.
No, we were thinking maybe once a year. And
Yeah.
then we were like, wow, that went so well. Maybe we could do it every 6 months.
Following that
And-
formula. Yeah.
And that's how we ended up with, because we were never planning on even doing 2 a year. But
Yeah.
thanks to the support from our own community, that everyone who showed up and submitted runs and donated and just watched and was, or those who like helped actually volunteer, whether it was restreaming or hosting, and then all of the amazing people from other communities that came out, like we had no, like you can always hope that something goes that well, but you never know if it will. And we were absolutely blown away by how just supportive everyone was, because they were the reason why it was successful.
Well,
And
it
2
is
years
worth
later, here we
remembering.
are.
Yeah. it's worth remembering we're the insane ones too. When you talk to other randomizer communities, it's like, so what are you guys doing? Well, we're preparing for this tournament. Oh yeah, we got one coming up in like 6 months ago. No, this is just our tournament this month. We have another one at that point, and 5 more in between. We're talking with Speed Gaming recently. Like we're not doing a online speed gaming marathon event. We're only doing the in-person one this year. And I was like, yeah, we just have too many things going on. And they're like, yeah, FFR doesn't count. You guys just have too much going on in general.
Oh,
And we do make it look
never.
effortless. So
a
it just
little bit.
yeah,
And,
we
and
just make
we've
it happen.
made attempts. We've made attempts to, slim out the
Try.
calendar down a little,
And then
give
people get a
more of a
wild
break,
hair.
and then
Yeah.
as soon as we do, someone somewhere comes up with an idea, and it's like, hey, how about this? Why don't we do this? Where on the calendar can that be free? And we're like, yo,
Maybe we should have a
break
tournament of
in there.
champions or something. Squeeze it in somewhere in 2 weeks.
I mean, that one's fine. That one's every few years.
Now, yeah,
Now,
no, we're
yeah,
not
I mean,
letting
look-
that happen every year.
Oh
no.
no. That
No.
was a lot of effort from a lot of people.
That
Yes.
was amazing,
but-
but yes.
But it did give me my favorite moment so far of lightning in a bottle.
It was one of the most insane behind the scenes events we have ever held in the history of FFR. And I've been around for most of them.
No question. No
Without
question.
question, there's no doubt about that one. But the marathons aren't very far behind, at least when it comes to when it's actually happening, because there's a lot of running around and
effort.
wheels and motions and stuff that make it possible. And we decided, hey, why don't we make it even more complicated and do it live?
Natural
Why not?
conclusion. I was in a Castlevania community a long time ago, and the joke with them was always, we need to do a convention. We should do a convention for our group because we have like 20 people that are active. And we'd love to meet everyone, and it was like, sure, if we can ever figure out the resources to do it. And then I came over to here, and you guys can't get rid of me. And the same idea was in the back of my head the whole time. Wonder if we could do a live event at some point. And Speed Gaming Live is great. I mean, that's basically our convention up to this point. But I think we've just grown too far, and we have to try and do it ourselves.
We're crazy and gotta go, hey, can we do this?
We're insane. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's kind of the motto of most of us. We're crazy, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think most of our ideas honestly start out with, so this might sound crazy,
You're not
No, I
wrong.
think all
or
of
this
our
is
ideas.
probably crazy. But
Yeah,
and
that sounds right.
then
Yeah.
there's other people in the room who agree with your crazy, and then we go from there.
So do you
That
guys,
is honestly how a lot of things that
Yeah.
we do start and get done. So
do you
Well,
remember
wait, or-
exactly when or how, like, hey, we're gonna do this live started for this time? Like, I'm trying to remember back. Who
It was-
said
It was a
something
year
or
ago.
what?
It was a year ago.
it was after last summer's marathon is when we
Mhm.
started having kind of conversations. Hey, because what if maybe we tried to do this live? What do you think that would entail? Is this, even just the setup and the work alone to make it work in a live space? Like, is this a thing we could pull off? And then it became, financially, how do we handle this? Where do we go about it? Because while we plan our events in the Discord, sure, but like, this is a whole nother beast in itself.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it involves, bringing in an outside company, with it being, in this case, the hotel, and making arrangements there and finding out all these things. And it was a lot of research went into that. And it was so many things that we were unsure that, like, if we'd be able to do or if we could pull off. So we just at one point just kind of like, you know what, this sounds like a thing we want to do. We think this could be fun.
Let's try.
Totally not at all, because we just all want to hang out together. But it became something that it was clear that we were all pretty serious about wanting to at least see if we could do. And once we decided kind of where to have it, which honestly, the thing of that is, it was not ever my intention to have it here. I was just using Charleston as a hey, this is kind of because we were talking about all the things that we thought were important in a location.
Mhm.
You know, a decent sized city, but not too big because we didn't want it to be super expensive.
Yep.
You know, close to an airport, things to do, good food, all these things. And I just kind of made, Charleston. Here's a list of all the things in Charleston that kind of fit into the things we're looking for. And this is what we should be looking for in a city. And then everyone's like, actually, that sounds pretty good. And I was like, wait,
Well,
really?
there was the thought that we wanted to make sure that there was someone in the area that could act as like project
Definitely.
head for it. Yeah. And since you're over in the Charleston area, that helped. There's a
Mhm.
couple places near me that could work. Like Luffy and I were discussing if we'd be co-heads for DC, if we want to do something in and around Herndon or somewhere in the DC area. There's the city south of me, Roanoke, Virginia, which was high on the list of contenders for a little while, not only because it's like 40 minutes away from me, but they have both like a classic video game museum and a pinball museum there that I thought a lot of people would have fun
Nice.
going and checking out. I think what it really came down to in the end was specifically just like price for hotels and other things and like price to fly in. And while Roanoke isn't bad, Charleston is slightly larger and thus has slightly cheaper air rates to get into.
That the
So,
hotels ended up being
yeah,
like
a
we
major
we
factor.
got really lucky. But also I
Yeah.
know one of the bigger factors is the airport.
Mhm.
It's like a 5-minute ride from anywhere
Yeah.
we could have had it. So
Yeah.
that also was really close. And then you have a lot of the hotels that end up have like airport shuttle we looked into. So it accidentally marked
Yeah.
off a lot of
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, all right, I guess this is where it's
Well,
happening.
Charleston's pretty big. Charleston has a lot going on that you can do, restaurants and so forth around it. I didn't ever feel like, excuse me, aside from the couple museums that were really cool, like Roanoke ever had enough in it.
Mhm.
And if we're not going to do Charleston, then we should go and do something bigger like DC or something. So it's a natural fit for what we want. Plus, I don't think a lot of conventions do Charleston. So,
Not that I'm
I
aware
mean,
of.
we do
No,
our
I don't
own.
think so.
We have an anime convention in the fall. Um, but like something like this, there is a like a game convention type thing
yeah.
in July, but like what we're doing,
Yeah.
I've never heard of anything like it. Like a gaming convention to do what we're doing. I'm unaware of anything ever happening like that here, and I've lived here my whole life. Now
I mean,
that does not
obviously,
mean it couldn't have happened without me knowing because I've learned a lot of things about Charleston I didn't know and research in the last few months. Um,
obviously the goal is to be just as big as GDQ, and we're totally going to aim for that.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
clearly.
we got started. We're on the way. Another
We're
30 years.
so on the way. uh, we're happy doing things our way, I think, is
Oh,
a
yeah.
key thing. So yeah, so like we've seen how Speed Gaming Live does it, and we've taken notes. We've seen how like the online marathons do things. We've taken notes. We've watched I've watched anyway a lot of GDQ, and I've taken notes about their
Same.
presentation. We're not big enough to the point of doing like panels and artist alley and everything that
oh no.
GDQ does right now. I'd love to be that big. If we had like 200 people attending, I'd start be like, maybe we should look into doing like FFR2 as a panels broadcast or something. That would be neat. Or like practicing on FFR2 and panel broadcast on FFR3. Don't think I haven't thought of this. But
Oh
There's
no,
not a
I
there's
wouldn't put it past you.
I said there's not
no.
a single person here that is surprised by that revelation.
No, no, no,
Not a
no.
one.
I've you
This may
guys
sound
know
like
I
a
planned
crazy
5 steps
idea, but
Yeah, yeah. I plan 5 steps ahead at all times, just in case someone's like, "Hey, do you think we can do this?" Like, "Oh, I already." Oh, crap, my microphone. Well, I already know we can do this. Let's go do this now. So,
okay.
yeah.
So FFR Live 2028 panels and
If we have the people, it's all down to how many people we have attending. That's all it is for me. Yeah, because like right now we have. What'd you say, Danny? We have like close to 50 people.
I'm going to guess it's looking around close to 35, 40 people that are
30,
attending.
45. Okay, so nice small little group. That's a get together. It's I think it's half FFR, half FF6 WC, which awesome. We're gonna get to meet a lot of cool people from
Oh,
that
yeah.
community too. They're all
There
just
is yeah.
dogpiling. Yeah,
There's
they're
a lot of
dogpiling and it's great.
Glide coming. A lot of
Yeah,
the Chrysalis folks are
Chrysalis.
coming.
Yep. Yep.
It's a lot of people who have supported our past marathons are coming, which I'm so excited about. I'm really excited because, like, there's people in our community I've met and I've hung out with, like Darkmoon Clear, Moody, Fizzle, clearly. So some of the people that are going to be there, I've spent time with and I've hung out with at other events. But there's so many
Yep.
people that are coming that, like, I haven't met before. Like Jay, super excited to hang out with Jay. I'm really excited about the fact that for the first time ever in FFR history, all the admins are going to be in the same place.
Yeah,
I just
That's
think that's
dangerous.
cool.
that's very
But on top
dangerous.
of meeting, yeah, like so many of the people in our community that, like, I consider friends that I haven't met before, I'm really excited to meet all the people from other communities that have supported our marathons are coming too, because they've been with us on our marathon journey the last few years. They've been there. They've done they've
Mm-hmm.
supported by doing runs and donations and just being a part of what our marathons are. So the fact that they showed up to support and this marathon and not only support it by, being a part of it, but they're coming to it. I'm over the moon about.
Yeah. And speaking of 5 steps ahead, I'm assuming that if it's in AP at some point, we're doing a Chrysalis crossover at this point, because that just seems to be the inevitable way things go, you know?
Eventually. Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I think we saw enough of what other people were doing that we're like, well, it's not effortless, but we know we can do things like this. So let's just be dumb and let's just do it.
But we can do that. Maybe.
Again,
Who
is that not the motto of the server? This is
Right.
dumb. Let's do it.
let's just
There-
see if we can do
Let's
this.
do it. Let's see if it works.
There are two things that will always be absolute truths when it comes to our community.
Oh, I know the first one.
We will 100% never turn away from doing something that, no matter how ridiculous it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we fail at it, we will try.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see how the current experiment goes in June next month.
Yeah.
The other one is absolute everything turns into food.
The
Oh, yeah.
food. Yep, there it is.
Well,
there it
I
is.
mean, Speed Gaming Live this last year did. Like, we were joking 2 years ago about doing a food crawl at it. And then this last year, we all were just like, hey, there's like 5 Asian restaurants within walking distance of each other. Let's do the food crawl. And we're already planning this next food crawl as well, anyway.
I was extremely happy that I am in a wheelchair and I didn't have to walk anywhere after that because I was struggling.
That food crawl was great, though. We had such a good
was.
time with it. Oh, it was fantastic. I wish there was enough restaurants within, like, close distance of the hotel that we're going to be at for this convention
There,
that we could do a food crawl. Like, I'm
Oh,
not
there
sure it's,
is.
like, easy enough, but we'll have to look and see, because those
I'll
are the
have to
best
point
part.
out some places, but there
Yeah,
are some
yeah.
really, really good food places.
Mhm.
100% walking distance could be food crawl. And it's not all like one type of cuisine, kind of like how we
Yeah,
did
that's fine.
Asian
Food crawl's
before.
food crawl. Yeah.
But
The-
like
the dis-
we're gonna do our Asian, and then we're gonna go do some pizza, and then we're
Oh,
gonna do
yeah.
some Greek food, and then
Yeah.
burritos. It's
I'm in.
all there.
I'm in. I'm in.
Uh-oh, I think we lost Oslato. He's frozen.
Oh, no. And the talk of food and him not being able to be there, and he was just like, I can't take it anymore. No.
See, I fully want to see like a mapped out of the downtown area, and here are the different food places we're going. This is number 1.
back.
This is number 2.
I-
Slow us back.
Yay.
Wait, the hamster needed a poke. It's all good.
Yeah.
There, it's right around the. Not only is Friday night, so in Charleston, one of the things they have is called Live on the Levee. So the hotel is essentially on the river. There's the main boulevard in front of the hotel, and across the street there is a stage on the river,
But that
and they do have host live music down there. They have, food trucks and everything else. So there's literally going to be food trucks lined up in front of the hotel Friday night. And then right after that on Capitol Street, it's just nothing but like restaurants and stuff. It's going to be great.
I think you're making a very salient point there, Oslodo, and we heard none of it.
I was just about
Yep,
to message.
I
him
was
to
going to
poke-
say the disappointment that I have that I will not be able to force feed everybody Donair sauce
Oh
is
God.
very
I want you to
disappointing
know.
to me.
No.
So I want you to know, I didn't get to try it, but it's on my plan for next year. That when I went to Busch Gardens this last weekend, they have a food and wine festival, and at
Mhm.
the quote unquote turkey booth, the little booth dedicated to the country turkey in the middle of Italy, because that makes a ton of sense.
Mhm.
They had doner kebab. And I was too full to eat at that point. But I'm going back next time so I can tell you I've eaten it once just to let you know my opinion.
Well, I don't know if the sauce is going to be right. That's my only concern. It's my only
Well,
concern. And
I can only do so much, man. There's no
I, look,
Canadian booth there. There was a
I
Canadian
understand.
Fly it to
place.
Canada, call it good.
Yeah, I know. I know. There was a Canadian place there, but it wasn't a food booth. It was just like this little shops area in France, which again makes perfect sense.
Sure.
No poutine, no maple syrup. I was severely disappointed.
As you
really
should be,
confident.
sir. Phoenix, you come to this province. I will have you taste the brown sauce. You will probably hate it.
That does not sound right. Anyway, let's get back to Marathon.
It always goes to food. We've been over this.
I know.
Did was mention that it usually turns into food, and we veered
Always.
vastly off
Always.
track.
Always.
It's just how we are.
Always.
Well then,
But yeah.
let's go in then for the live thing then. What have you guys found to be like the most, like, the hardest thing so far in the planning process?
I know, I'm the art guy. You guys, you said, hey,
what
I'm
been
gonna
the
do the
hardest part
equipment.
of art?
No. You said I'm gonna do the. I'll tell you a story, but you said I'm gonna do all the equipment and everything, and I'm like, cool. Wash my hands of that. Don't have to think about that anymore.
I mean, I stressed about a lot of it, but had no way to really figure it out. So, like, I'm glad he did it.
Right? No, it was great having you, Jay Scheidel, to just take that chunk and make us not have to worry about it was fantastic. Because in my head, I'm like, well, now we're gonna have to like rent a projector and a screen and do. And you're like, no, I got this covered. I'm like,
audio is the bane.
Oh.
Video's easy. If nothing else, we'll just have game footage of everything.
Yeah,
Aren't you a
it was
band
great.
leader, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, pick one. You want audio or you want video? We'll go that way.
So to the point you made about the art, you guys.
Don't say making up our minds. Come on.
No, it's just. So we eventually devolved into a discussion about color, which was hilarious to me. But there was a lot of thumbnailing in the background for some designs that I thought were fantastic and got voted down, and I'm going to just use them for something else. But I had a client when I was working for a business. And I don't think I've told this, the We Don't Like the Green story. That one was just... So, they wanted a new website and brochure. And their theme was like blue with gold. This was a church group, which was fine. But its clients are clients. It's all clients are the same to a graphic designer.
To tie this into, marathon, blue and gold, West Virginia colors.
Yep. So I designed their website, and I plan to design their brochure to match their blue and gold. And they come back and like, no. Well, we like green better. We'd like you to do green. Like, okay, that's not your theme at all, but sure. So I redesigned everything in green and gold, because that was the colors. And they're like, we don't like the green. Okay, why? We don't know. We just don't like it. So I designed a different version with a bluer green. We don't like the green. So I designed a bunch of thumbnails the next week. We don't like any of these. We just don't like the green. Okay. So I said, can you go to Lowe's and hit the paint section? And then just grab some like swatches of greens that you like. And let me know what green you actually do like. And they're like, well, we can't do that. We just know we don't like the green. They never got their website.
How do you...
How hard is it to go to the paint section?
This is my point.
Was this in relatively recent history that you could just go online and look up different colors?
That was 20 years ago at this point, but the story lives on because we don't like the green lives rent-free in my head. And you guys picking colors in the background for us, the background, I'm like, oh, please just pick a green.
Don't choose green.
just
Purple
pick
or
something.
blue. Purple or blue.
We're trying to decide darkness just in the at home. Just please just pick one.
Shaking in the corner. No.
This is just why at a certain point you're like, I don't know if I like the blue or the purple, but I'm like, I don't care. Just pick one.
Just pick one.
I'm doing whatever you guys tell me.
Listen,
I just wanted brighter stars.
I've said it before. I will say it again. Do not drive Dark Moon insane. He's the only one that makes the alt fiends possible. I need him.
Credit where it's due. Barber in the chat Discord has been doing really great sprite work, and he has submitted some stuff that will get used in one of the alt fiends at some point. If he or others decide to design stuff, I am absolutely not going to stop them. It's
No,
just
no, no.
I think for like 7 years now, it's just fallen on me because I stepped up, and
Yeah.
if no one else does it, I know I'm going to have to. So it just is what it is.
Yeah, the
I
usual.
don't want it to be me, but it is me.
Well, I mean, until you find a replacement.
Oh no, it's fine. I enjoy doing the art. I'm just like, if someone wants to do something, don't think that Darkmoon has to do it all, please.
No, Darkmoon has to do it all. That's going to be our new motto.
Oh gosh, no.
He's
So-
not on the committee.
I am not on the committee, please.
So we have the blue-purple debate down here, or down
Mhm.
there. Danny,
Mhm.
what's been the hardest part so far?
God, I hate to jinx it and say none of it was particularly hard,
Mhm.
but there was a lot of, for me, being impatient, waiting to hear back from hotels
Mhm.
because everyone, I mean, there's a ton of them in Charleston. I emailed and or called almost all of them.
Mhm.
Anyone that I thought that I knew had meeting spaces that I knew could handle the folks coming in that I genuinely thought could work. I called, I emailed, and it was like, hey, this is what we're doing, which confuses the heck out of a lot of people because what is that? And then
Yeah.
they were like, what is your group name? And I'm just like, Final Fantasy Randomizer. And they're just confused by that. It was
Right.
a lot. But it was basically a lot of just tracking down places, getting the information, and mulling it down. And we got so incredibly lucky with the hotel we are using. Great hotel, great location. The prices we got on the meeting room, they gave us a really good rate on the our room block that's saving, everyone I think $50 or more a
Yeah.
night.
That's
And
good.
Kathleen, who is my contact over there, has been fantastic to work with. On top of that, they are already because like we're not doing our overnights at the live event this year, and one of the reasons is because we can't rent the space overnight, which is unfortunate, but our first
Good
year, and
policy.
honestly
Yeah. It
the
forces us to take a
hotel
break.
yeah, but the hotel is already considering letting us book overnight, even though it's against policy next year after they have a kind of a better idea of what our event actually is, because they're still a little confused, and that's understandable.
Mhm.
But like the fact that everything has worked out so well with them has genuinely made a lot of this so easy.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I've always told people this or GDQ or something. It's basically a modern day telethon. Like
It
you
is.
remember, you remember
little
back
bit, yeah.
in PBS when they would do all the they'd bring it out. Yeah, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Does anyone here know how to spin plates? Because we'll put them on camera.
Man, I wish I'd thought of that as an analogy. You know how much easier that would have been like
Yeah.
7-8 months
Yeah,
ago when
well-
I
Yeah,
was
but
emailing places.
everyone. Or
yeah,
pretty
but then
much
they're
everyone
going to
knows
think that you're going to interrupt the
PBS.
game halfway through. Yeah, but then you're going to be like, okay, well, we're going to cut from the game now to talk about our. If you'd like this leather-bound copy of the FFR Annals of History, you can donate $6 more. We'll get back to the game. I promise we'll get back to the game. It's coming. It's coming.
Ooh.
That will happen.
Mm.
I've watched enough PBS as a kid to know that.
Yeah, I
No
always
free
found-
tote bags. I'm sorry.
Ah, what? No. Just make a tote bag and just have it saying "Never Marsh." It's perfect.
That almost sounds like during, I think it was the first or second marathon, Fizzle and I did an AP run. And you're talking about like, no, we'll eventually get back to the game. It was people donating to get, so he would have to get rid of his ugly, the ugly colors he was using on his palette swap.
Hey, anything to do to get money out of people. That's our job here. We're doing this for
for
charity.
charity. Yeah.
I
Charity.
I think we have proven on many occasions that we are willing to do a lot of dumb things, which include embarrassing ourselves, if it means raising more money for the charities that we work with. And if y'all think that's not going to happen tenfold at a live event, you're crazy.
Oh, there will be
Tool.
all kinds of dumb stuff.
I do want to see Jay Scheidel actually direct you all in an actual song with actual timing.
Nope. No. I'm not. I don't. No. No. I'll conveniently find a way to
Left
escape.
my baton at school. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Do you have a
There is a
baton?
singing thing.
as I say, we do actually have an insanely cool incentive that just got added
Mhm,
when we get to
mhm.
talking about like schedule incentives and stuff that I really hope like goes off
Yeah.
because it would be really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's in chat now. It's established. The admins are singing. Oh, dancing.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Jay, can you dance?
No. I have 2 left feet. I can march, but I can't dance.
My feet don't work, so that's
Danny,
out.
yeah, okay.
On the subject of secret skills, a 11-year-old me took tap. 43-year-old me does not know how to do this.
I think
So that is
take
not
lessons.
happening.
I mean, if that's where we're going for
F-
up to the years, up to the time I actually had my accident and became, in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I took 10 years of dance training,
Uh-huh.
so does me not a dang bit of good now.
But
Which is bad.
could you teach Jay Scheidel to do it?
I would leave this
I mean,
chat
I
and
don't
the
know.
Between the
entire
two of us,
thing
we
would just
could.
shut down.
Between the two of us, we could. I also did
Great incentive. Great incentive.
I've still got my ballet point shoes.
Oh, perfect, Jay.
I have done also court and country dancing from like medieval times for a while. Those are
I've
fun to do.
Actually done that also.
Yeah. I don't have any of the choreography memorized at all, so you can't make me do it. But those things are actually really fun to do. So
We did Renaissance dancing and music history.
Mhm.
So
It's a good time.
we just had an entire day that we took over one of the auditoriums and just did it.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I can imagine you getting like a group of teenagers together to do like the long fast dancing for like Scotland Depraved or something. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, be a good time.
Oi. Oi.
Well, we're already
Anyway.
starting to make. We're making new incentives now in chat as we speak.
Phoenix? No.
Like I said,
Oh,
I'm telling you,
okay,
you
no,
want like
okay.
some really funny, crazy, goofy stuff. Tune into the marathon because I
Oh, yeah.
guarantee
Yeah,
you
there
there
will
will be goofy,
Yeah.
funny
So
stuff
much
going
stuff.
on for
Oh,
donations
yeah.
and what have you. So
We have all
it's
kinds
gonna
of
be
plans.
it's gonna be a fun 3 days. That's
I
all I'm
mean, I'm personally looking forward to the Canada versus U.S. revenge match,
oh.
which we've now
I'm
decided.
I'm not spilling any beans, but I've been up to stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I've been
well,
up to some things.
I'm not
we
spilling
have
any
learned.
beans either, but I'm so happy.
Well, all I can say is just remember, all 4 of the Canadian runners are mods now. This is mod Canada.
I do need to go hit a toy store at some point and pick up some Nerf guns. Not for any particular reason at all, but
Where's mine?
I mean, other than Rubes, the USA team is also all
Yeah.
all leadership.
oh, it's totally gonna be punishing like the U.S. team mostly because they're all gonna be there. It'll be great fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I think Shanigan is the only one of us that's going to be there.
No, Woo Bear's coming.
Boo Bear.
Boo.
Okay, so 2 of us will be there and 2 of us won't be. So it'll be me and Phoenix remote.
Which we actually probably means we won't be able to do the race with all the runners in the room because
Yeah.
trying to coordinate 6 people on a marathon stage of our size, no, that's
No,
we are not GDQ.
We could probably be in the room because I think it's big enough to separate us on other sides.
We'll have to see.
But to put like on camera and stuff, well, we're not gonna have a way to put that on camera anyways. There's 8 streams you gotta put on a layout.
No, that's insane. That's insane even for Jay Scheidel.
Please, thank you.
Listen,
gonna be
I know
sitting by
your
the
limits, my
computer
friend.
He's gonna be sitting by the computer with a fire extinguisher, just hoping nothing sets
Right,
ablaze.
right, yeah.
I may have to be like on my
Yeah.
phone, like FFR 2, just going around.
Well, it's
I'm
fine.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I think that would work.
If I threaten to shoot Nerf guns at people while they're playing, they'll get me back because I'm gonna be racing Fizzle at 1.2. That'll be a fun one.
Okay, makes the mental note to bring the Nerf chain gun.
Yep, that'll be fun.
Just someone's
do it
gonna
to
go
bounce.
overboard. Someone's gonna bring a Nerf nuke, and it's all over.
I've read stories.
I guess since the topic of runs got brought up, let me transition over to this. What runs are you looking forward to? What have you
What
seen?
is this
What do you-
layout?
Did you-
I make you nice designs, and then you do this.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming
What?
because every time we transition,
Nope,
this
nope.
is going to happen.
And mute Dark Moon. Okay, so
He's an admin. He can unmute himself.
yeah, but you can't unmute him from me, and I'm streaming.
I can hear him though.
I know, but I can't.
Go for it.
So the stream can.
I,
Okay, there we go.
Worlds collide. Hey guys, welcome to the party.
welcome to the Power Hour.
Yo,
Worlds
hi.
collide.
So on this a lovely setup here, what are we looking forward to?
Apparently making the layout better.
I need to make you a 3-screen for the side is clearly what I need. This is horrifying.
Yeah, I need something where I can have 4 people on the side instead of just 2.
It's
Well, you should have
fine.
told me. Anyway, no.
Yeah, let's go through. Let's do this.
No, I just noticed that I'm off to the bottom corner, and I kind of love it. A little bit.
Yeah,
He put you there.
I'm looking forward to Arrow Razor, certainly. He's got opening act. Arrow submits a couple runs every year, and he's doing Metroid Prime 1 and 2 randomizer as the opening act for our pre-show, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I may not be able to catch the run, because it's long and I have to drive to Charleston that day, but...
Might
I
have it on
also-
the car.
It's pretty well known, at least with a lot of the community, but what some others might not know, that every single year, Arrowser is not only shown up for the marathon, but
Mhm.
submits something new. They
Yep.
have never once repeated a
Yep.
game. And this is when they played, I think last year, it was maybe the first time they played more than one, but there's been at least once where they played more than one game and have never once repeated. So I think
Mhm.
that alone is
Mhm.
really cool.
Yep. I mean, there's the Final Fantasy randomizer, Super Mario World randomizer, AP race that will be myself and Fizzle opening the marathon on Friday.
Woo!
That will be
That's gonna be ridiculous.
That's gonna be a
Hey,
good one.
Yeah.
Further proving what we said earlier.
Mhm.
We excel in dumb things around here.
Yeah.
Oh, insanity! Insanity is perfect for us.
Fizzle wanted to do a dumb race for Lothlenian League, so we did the dumb race there. And then it was fun, even if I didn't understand all the rules about how AP handles Super Mario World. So I was like, I want a rematch. He's like, oh, well, I don't have time this week. I go, no. I want a rematch in the marathon.
And then the comms got decided. I don't know how I got drug into this thing, but
Oh, that's
Because you're
just be there.
you're gonna-
Yeah.
Be there. You're there.
Yeah, that's the only. I just listed the admins for anything that was FFR because I'm like, no, they'll be here. They'll just talk. It'll be fine.
It's basically anyone FFR that's there wants
Yeah.
to do the thing. We're sorting it out live because
I mean,
that's
why
also
not?
the opening thing. Yeah.
if the Chrysalis and FF6 Worlds Collide people are like, hey, we want to do comms on this, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop you. You guys are here. Like,
Right.
what? If this we do things our way, it's a party. Come on, join the crouch. It's fine. You're good.
hey, we've had things like that before. We've had people comment on things that maybe they don't know well,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
it's always been hilarious.
Been
I'm
hilarious.
1,000% not stopping that from happening.
I think
So-
Arrow also. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so all the people that just rated in from Worlds Collide, if any of you are the ones who are coming and you heard that and you want to do comms on the thing,
Feel
just
free.
let us
Just-
know.
Just
Let
be
us
there.
know.
There
Yep.
is a seat and a mic waiting for you.
Yep. I was gonna say, I think Arrow also submitted Shadow the Hedgehog. That's
Yep.
one I've never actually seen that game, let alone the randomizer. So that's one of those ones where I may grab some lunch and then sit in the back and just eat nachos, like like it's Beginning Live.
Yep.
And
I gotta say that's happened already.
that's happened already. And watch that race because that should be a fun time.
All right. So we get into.
I like our layout.
Hey, look at that, Jay. Is that us?
Yeah, we get some time to.
As you guys.
yak.
Right
Yeah.
after Bloodstained. Tony, I think, from Bloodstained doing that run.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I think he's actually driving in to hang out with us for that one, so that's going to be cool.
Yep.
And then Dragon Warrior 2 afterwards,
Mhm.
which I know that the runner Kigaias, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he just had some
Alice.
like eye surgery or something, and then he's still coming.
Yeah.
So awesome on him.
It's gonna be
Yeah, they're
awesome.
still able to,
Dedication.
Yeah.
they're still able to play, which was great. They posted in the channel the other day. They were like, "I got the okay from the eye doctor," and everyone's like, "Yeah,
Woo! Yeah.
yeah."
Cheers.
It's still big. It's
Everyone
playing
loves that.
marathon.
Yep. So we got Mashima doing Resident Evil 2, and they've donated a giant prize pack for that
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, which is
Thank
just going
you
to be
so
awesome.
much to them.
So huge. That is actually our grand prize for the marathon. I think you have to donate 75 over the course of, can be in small donations,
Right.
doesn't need to be all at once, but over the course of the whole marathon, you get entered in for that. It's like a Resident Evil 2 board game, 2 collectible Resident Evil character ducks. It's very strange. And the game itself on PS5.
Did you
We'll
design
listen
the
to
ducks?
prizes in a second.
I did not. Well, I'm doing my sales pitch, man.
Hey.
And then Sunflash, our resident overnight streamer, is doing Skyrim.
Yeah, he's been working on this hard in our
Oh, yeah.
other Discord. It's like, how do I get this to work? Okay, now make sure this works. Now, okay.
Is this a project he's coding?
He's coding the manual for it. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
he was
I remember watching
involved.
him do it. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
The eventual goal is that he knows that Skyrim is moddable enough to be able to send items in and out, but it's apparently really, really locked right now. So,
I get that. Yeah, no, I get that.
he. Then in the
Metroid Planets, I love having them back. I
that's-
enjoy
that-
Metroid
that-
Planets.
That's a fun
good.
one. I like that a lot.
So good. Luffy's doing Ori, so that's another one where we'll just all heckle him while he's playing. Chrysalis
Absolutely.
is coming. Yep. Mashima and his crew are always a great time to hang out with during that. That's fun.
Link Between Worlds.
that-
I downloaded this in order to help Becca out
Mhm.
just a little bit. I want to play this game now. It's amazing.
That's great. I love to hear it. Of course, FFR has our Team USA
There's-
Team Canada.
That's
Yep.
yeah. We're,
Yep,
we're coming back. We're coming back big time. Please make Fizzle take a white mage. Please donate for that.
Which
Donate
makes
to
No,
that.
you
And
sense.
know
then
what?
World
I'm sorry, but the incentives for that are just cruel to me. Because when it comes down to it, you can make me take a white mage and I can't bring
And
wheels.
force the black mage.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I can get no black mage and I have to take a white mage. I don't know. I told
You
y'all.
agreed. You agreed.
If this doesn't prove that I am willing to do a lot of things I'm not happy about to help raise money for charity, I genuinely don't know what does.
And then we
And
get
that's
to hear about it next.
fine. Yep.
Yeah, and then I get to talk about it when it's over. So you're not going to get rid of me again.
Good times.
And then onto our Worlds Collide.
Worlds. Yep,
One of
Collide.
like 5 Worlds Collide runs
I
in
was
our
like,
marathon
it's
because
going to be so amazing with FF6 just everywhere.
as I said, they're basically co-opted into our just marathon this year and in general. It's half theirs now.
Yeah,
Yes.
and well,
Not a
that
bad
now
thing.
we're doing
Not a bad
the AP thing
great.
with it. It's just like
Love it.
they should be just like one of us, one of
One of us. Look, more Worlds Collide.
Yeah, going into overnight, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I don't know who all the FFR runners are during the overnight marathon.
Yeah.
I want to credit One Free Fits does this every year. He has or every marathon really. He's taken over and says, "Are we good to do an overnight run marathon for your marathon? Just the relay race?" And I go every time, absolutely. We've already penciled you in for it. You guys just get 8 hours. Arrange whatever you want. It is yours. And he steps up every time, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is incredibly well planned out.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos
Yep.
to all of those,
All
not
of
just
them,
him,
yeah.
but all of them that help with it because, yeah, they
Yep.
do a really good job with the overnight relay.
But yeah, if you want to be awake at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday of that weekend and
Come
you want to
join.
run FFR, I think Fitz is still looking for runners and comms for it. So please join them for that.
I think they might still be one runner that they're looking
Yeah.
for at the marathon and maybe comms, which I may have already told Fizzle. It's like worst case scenario, we're just grabbing the laptops, we'll just do comms from bed at like 7 in the morning.
You will note I did not
You
include
suck.
myself in that because it's Sunday and getting up before 10 a.m. is hard. So
I don't care what day it is. Getting up before 10 a.m. is hard.
True.
This is where the Nova Scotian has the advantage. It's an hour later for me.
Mm.
Golden Sun's come back and they're doing bingo again. That's great to
Yes.
see.
I love Golden
And-
Sun.
Love
Soul
seeing the Soul
Blazer.
Blazer.
Soul
Love seeing the
Blazer,
Soul Blazer.
X-Man, yeah. X-Men
Excellent.
coming in from the community and gonna do that with someone else who might be showing up. I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
still.
Wow, they're gonna
Awesome.
race the snails. That's amazing. If that, I
Uh-huh.
want to see that incentive get hit. I want to see it. That's
Do it.
hilarious.
Make them race the snails.
Race
You
the
want to see
snails.
that?
More
Mystic
FF6.
Quest and-
Woo.
Well, with Mystic Quest and a
Love it.
crossover, that's a Great AP run. Good to see both of them doing it. Yep.
We've had recent tournament, or we've had one recent tournament, and then the next one's our next crossover tournament. It's gonna be
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
We crossed over with Mystic Quest last year. We're crossing over the Worlds Collide this year. It's going to be great.
Jets of Time, more FF1. Oh yeah, the mini tourney. I forgot about that.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we have a tourney that's going to be going on in the background that you guys most likely won't see most of.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards, like near the end, the finals will be in the marathon, and that'll be a great time. I think we're also going to try and see if we can get a practice race going at some point beforehand so people can see the flags. But yeah, no, the finals for the mini tourney will be in there, and people will get to walk away with bragging rights because it's FFR. You
Yep.
got to brag.
Do they get bragging rights and an alt fiend?
Probably. It's a
mean,
tournament.
yeah,
We always
tournament.
always give a prize.
More incentive.
Always give a prize.
And we're back again.
Worlds Collide and
More
OJ.
Collide.
More
Yeah.
Rose Collide, more OJ, back
More Rose
again,
Collide.
again.
And then returning Testbot.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
Testbot's coming back. He's gonna come and hang out with us again with X-Man, and that'll be fun. We had him in I think our very second marathon ever, the first winter one,
Mhm.
and then X-Man's coming live, and he's bringing the Testbot with him, and that's gonna be a grand old time.
Yeah, super excited when we got the submission for that one. I was like,
Yeah.
heck yeah, test
Yeah.
bot, it's
Yeah.
marathon.
I want to see Testbot live. That's gonna be great
I
fun.
know.
Right?
I feel like I'm just gonna be glued to my seat.
Great, gracing our stage. It's so
I know.
I'm touched.
Although
Oh.
to backtrack, because I know we talked about it earlier and we gave a
Mhm.
little bit of a so there are the incentives for the game for the Worlds Collide on Sunday
Mhm.
night. We also had Saracen, one of our arbiters, add an incentive for the evening that night that we were all surprised by, because to our surprise, it turns out that Saracen is a
Mhm.
singer.
A pretty
Like a
professional one almost,
like
yeah.
a
Yes.
proper singer.
Proper singer.
And has put an incentive in that if it gets met, he's going to sing
Nope.
the Final Fantasy VI
opera.
opera live in
Yes.
the during the marathon that night.
Yep. Now it's not cheap. That is
No.
our big singing one, and that's like $500 to get that to unlock because that's a live performance.
Mhm.
But if we do it, then you get to see Saracen sing live.
It's gonna be amazing. We gotta
That'd be
do it.
That would
great.
be
Gotta
really
do it.
awesome.
That's
Gotta
Yeah.
that's
That
that's
one
something
put
that
out.
has to get met. That has to
Yeah.
get met.
Yeah, that's our big one. I mean, in the years past, we're like, okay, if we hit like $5,000 or if we hit $6,000,
Right.
then for the course of the marathon, then the admins will all sing something stupid, and I'm sure we'll still do that.
We'll do something.
But this is
dumb.
this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
good one. This is actual singing and not just us like being terrible at it.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, it's
panicking
got-
up until the last second.
huh?
Not us
Panicking up the last
panicking up until the last second and then just
Yup.
twinkling.
And then have no timing whatsoever at all.
It
It
was so
It
bad.
was so
horrible.
bad.
So bad.
I was
It has
so
been
glad that I
particularly
was
awful.
coughing my lungs out the whole time. It's like, nope, can't do it. It's just gonna be me coughing.
It was so bad last time I broke down and just couldn't even catch back up to you guys. It was awful. Yeah. And then yes, we have bonus runs
Yes.
already scheduled. Usually we do these for anyone that didn't get into the main marathon, or if there's a problem with their run during the marathon, we offer a bonus after. 2 runs weren't able to make it in, and Worlds Collide with Drinks Glue for a solo Umaro run, and then Bloodstained Ritual of the Night from another submitter that just didn't fit schedule-wise for what we had. But they were both willing to come, and so the Tuesday after the marathon, we'll have a couple bonus runs. We'll still be taking donations at that point because we want to support the charity. So we hope you guys will stick around for those as well.
Absolutely.
Oh,
If you
so
ever
that's the
need it.
Friday after the marathon.
Marathon is the schedule is all up here.
It's all there. Prizes. So we do have some good prizes. You want to pull up that page? You were already on it. Look at you.
Working on it.
Oh, real quick,
So,
I do want to say though, just because with the marathon, with the runs, when you look at that, if when you make a donation, there is a donate link there. You can put it in chat. You can even put it in the chat now. Exclamation marathon. All the information's there. When you make your donations, if you want it to go to an incentive, you can look at the schedule. All the incentives are listed there. They will be updated with however much is needed to meet incentives and so forth. Please, there's a little note you can make with your donation. Please specify what you want your donation to go towards if it is an incentive. That way we can properly, allocate that to whatever it is that you want it to go towards.
And Mashima's already managed to confirm one of ours for us. Well, Metroid Prime incentives going, and there are incentives for that pre-show that are running right now. So if you want to support, you can already start supporting. And the second the marathon starts, we'll read off those donations. So,
Yep.
make
Even
it a
better
great time.
for all puns. Make the first thing Dark Moon says.
I love it.
But yeah, prizes here. Let's see what we got.
So,
Tonberry
prizes.
art? Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Donated by Machima. That's $20 on Thursday. Donate $20 over the course of. You'll be entered in for the Tonberry print. Looks really nice, honestly. I really like that one. Pac-Man prize pack donated by that Dark Moon guy, whoever he is. $25 across Friday, and you get entered in for that. It's a nice little light set and a blanket.
Okay, I was saying I think
That
you
is
had a
actually-
question if that was a blanket or not. So
Yeah, it's a nice little fleece blanket.
ooh,
Nice.
Very soft.
It's a white
Donated-
mage.
Yep, donated by Fizzle Beef. We have a set of 4 metal signs. $25 over the course of Saturday.
Fizzle donated a white mage.
Apparently, this
I
one,
was also
Sus.
very surprised when he picked that out.
this one, you guys are gonna be fighting me over because this is a set of 3 really nice. I looked at the website these came from, and we're gonna show them off on camera at the event itself. But these are like pewter metal ingots of Trevor Belmont, Sypha Belnades, and Alucard, at designed I think in the anime style. The set of 3, and they're really, really nice. $40 over the cross of Sunday.
Yep.
That's that. Yeah, I'm way into this one. I want these. Oh, Castlevania, and then the prize pack we talked about: Resident Evil 2 board game, Ducks, physical copy of the game. That one is grand prize of $75 over the course of. Just donate across, you'll be entered in. All of these are, of course, raffle. We're not doing some sort of illegal lottery here. You donate to the charity, they get the money, you get entered in for a prize. We do a raffle afterwards, probably Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
Yeah, we'll find a time that
just
week.
Yep.
Once everyone gets home.
Yep.
Once we get home and get a little bit of sleep.
Probably. So, I'll probably end up being the one sending everything out after I dump everything in my car on the way back. So I swear, if I don't win the ingots, someone else will get them. Don't worry.
That was my question. Actually, do they just
I know.
disappear?
Oh, I'm so sorry. They must have got. No, I won't do that.
UPS
Won't
did
do
UPS stuff. Blame FedEx.
Yeah, everyone's joking about Fizzle trying to get rid of the metal signs. I bet he wins them and he gets stuck with his white mage again.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
If anybody wins, if you win the white mage sign, give it back to him.
No, 100%. If he were to win them, I could see him being like, no, get someone else. But if that was the case, and he, for whatever reason, didn't keep them, he's 1,000% probably giving that white mage to someone at the marathon to take home.
I'm sure. And that is something that you can do.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to travel with them, so they were sent to my house. So I have the prizes here. Can confirm. They're like 12 by 12, like 12 inches, so a foot by 8 inches. They're a decent little size. They're really nice. But yeah, that white mage sitting over there just feels wrong.
Well, I got it pulled up here, but if someone still wants to come join us at the live event, hey Danny, what do they need to do if they want to come join us?
Okay, so there is a link there to book your room. So we had a discount code that unfortunately has expired. If you decide to come to the marathon and you haven't booked your room yet, let me know. I cannot guarantee you that I can get you the discounted rate, but I am willing to message the hotel and be like, hey, we had someone come in late. Can we possibly get the discount for them? And we can see about that.
Worth a
If
try.
not,
Yeah.
if not, you'll just have to, you book your room like you would normally book a hotel room, but we do have a link there for the hotel. Also, for passes, it's basically through PayPal. We're having everyone do it just through the friends and family because it's not set up like a business because we are not a business. Just as it reads, whatever it is you need, whether it's the weekend pass or it's your day passes, you just click the link, you send. I hate to be like you send the money, but you send the money. Gotta pay for this shindig somehow. Send the money. Just let us know because PayPal doesn't do Discord names. Just briefly put in your message that it's your Discord name, so I know who you are. And what it's for. It's the weekend pass, it's day passes, how many you need, just a brief description of what it is. I doubt there's one in there, but it's and that gets put through. I have a very detailed spreadsheet of everyone who's
We love our
coming, and
spreadsheets.
we have this. We do love a good
do.
spreadsheet.
We love a good
It,
spreadsheet.
it's it's you. We have the weekend section and the day section. It's all color coded. I was
It's
real proud.
organized.
I was very proud of this spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And badges have been ordered. I kind of took the ones, how many I have already been purchased, the ones I know, because if you are coming and you don't do PayPal, you can get your badge at the event. Bring the money with you, because I don't have a way to charge it. But bring money with you. But we will have the passes and stuff available at the event. So if you are coming but don't do PayPal, can't do PayPal, whatever it be, just come find me, be like, hey, I want a badge, or I need a pass, or I need a thing, and we will get you taken care of. But yeah, badges have been ordered. I'm really excited about it. Should get here before too long. So those who have got your badges, again, find me. I'll make sure you get them. I'm the only. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one rolling around on wheels at the event, so I should be real easy to find.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And that
So-
also does extend to another point, that if you're coming to the marathon and you want to donate but you don't have a credit card, you don't want to do PayPal on the thing, you just want to do cash, we will collect cash for donations there. We'll make sure you get listed properly for your donation, and we'll make sure it gets added into the total, if not the day of, soon after, and we'll keep a little side total so we'll know what the actual balance is. So, and I think there's some other little bonuses that we're going to be running there as well. I think my wife is going to be designing buttons to sell there for a buck or two a pop, that like all kinds of Final Fantasy and other things that will just be buttonized, and all money from that will go to charity. And to be clear, anything that we make for this beyond covering the price of the rooms is going to charity. We're not profiting at all from this. All we want to make sure is that we don't go in the red running this. That's it.
And all of that is being very, very, like, all the details, all the receipts, it's all being very recorded, categorized. I don't even know how you put it. So we want to make sure everyone knows exactly where their money is going to, what it's being used for. So even if after this all comes down, you were just like, hey, how did all this break down? I have no problem doing it. Here you go. This is what it was, how it's broke down, how we covered everything. Though, a side note, so I don't forget to mention it later, Dark Moon reminded me, talking about donations. Previously, and I learned this in setting up the Tiltify for this marathon, that your payment option has always, I've noticed it was different for our marathons. It was they set up for credit cards only for the summer one with Liam. With Burn Children's Fund, it was PayPal only. So I did some digging, and I found out you can have multiple options, and it's up to the charity. So I reached out to Liam, and they have added the PayPal option. So if you prefer PayPal over credit card, now you can do PayPal for this marathon when you couldn't before. Or if you don't have PayPal or don't like PayPal or whatever, and you prefer just, use your credit card for a donation, for a lot of the people who are online, because we've been asked before, well, I can't do this. Is there a way to do that? Well, now you have both options, which hopefully helps some of the people who've had issues in the past.
Oh, if nothing else, it just gives options, which is always good.
Options are good.
Exactly.
Cool.
Oh. Anything else, guys?
You're acting like we have a plan here.
He's stealing my lines.
Well, is there anything else that you guys like to share about? Like, obviously, we've talked about food, we've talked about just meeting everyone, but what are you looking forward to? What are you scared of? Just finish us up. What's your last thoughts here?
I think it'll be a good time.
I'm looking forward to all of it. Even the craziness of figuring things out. I think it was pointed out, I think maybe it was Masha that pointed it out in the Discord, like, some of the best memories we might even come away with this is things going horribly wrong and trying to figure it out, because it's going to be a funny story later. So am I nervous about it? Absolutely. It's a big undertaking. It's just a big thing. And not only do you want to make sure it goes well, but like, there's a certain feeling of responsibility to make sure, people are coming in. We have people coming in from all over the country, from Canada. Found out the other day we have someone coming in from Italy. Like we have
Couple
people
of them.
coming from distances, spending hard-earned money, and they're coming here for this event. So you want everyone to have a good time. You want things to go well for them. So I'm nervous, I'm anxious, but more than that, I'm really, really excited.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
even if things go wonky, and they could, I think at the end of the weekend, I genuinely think and really, really hope that like everyone walks away, goes home, having a good time, with a good experience, with good memories, and can look back on and go, that was an event I was happy and proud to be a part of. It's our first
And
one. It's our little baby live event. So
and we hope it goes well so we can do it again next year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there has been talks already with the hotel. They are being, like I
Mhm.
said, fantastic about trying to work with us to even allow us to do overnight in the room next year,
Mhm.
which they don't typically do. So, like, really hoping this goes well. Because if this, I mean, it does go as well as I'm hoping it does and think it
Oh yeah.
probably will, I would love to do this again next year and get more
Yes.
people to be able to come. There was a lot of people who were bummed they couldn't make it this year, so maybe they can come next year.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Keep growing it. Like we did
Always.
with the basic marathon, just come in. Because I mean, the marathon when we first started, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get 3 days worth of content, and then it's we've always had a little left over, and then
Mm-hmm.
the winter marathon was so big we actually had to, despite Fizzles being like, I don't want to do this,
I
we
think it
actually
wasn't he
did.
didn't want to, it was just worried about being able to, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the compromise that makes the pre-show work is it's not
yes,
an overnight on Thursday, which
Yes.
would
yeah,
be really
yeah,
hard for anyone to
yeah.
cover, but it works well. And
I
it
mean, if
went
it
and it
keeps
worked really
growing,
well last time. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, just being able to do like we had so many in that we had to do the pre-show this last time, and then as you see, we had to add the pre-show again for the summer one, just because I think we got slightly less contributions of runs this time around, but only because there was a lot of people who was like, well, I want to come to the live one, and if I can't do the live one, can I even do the online one? And there was maybe a little confusion. I think we need to
Yeah.
work on our verbiage for
It's
next
just a
time.
yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit of
yeah, a little verbiage
but
change, but we still had enough to do the pre-show, which is great, and I'm hoping that we can keep doing that and like keep growing that, and then we'll see if we have to add more time to the marathon. Like it's insane, but we keep growing it, and it feels really good because
Well,
we're doing it all for charity.
you
Yep.
say
Yep.
yeah.
that. I did a little bit of math in the back. Do you know how many
Hmm.
games we had in the first marathon?
No,
There were
No.
25 games. There were 25 runs that went on.
okay,
How many do we have in this one?
Oh,
already,
do I want to know?
38.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Did very well.
Impressive.
No,
uh
but
Yep.
huh,
with the
It's
added
growing.
day, getting them in, and then again, and we've always had to do the bonus runs
Yeah.
because I'll be honest, like you have like especially, and I think one of the things that I'm proud of that we do with our marathon is we allow the bonus runs
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
because especially with the bigger marathons, they get so many. I understand why not every run makes it in when it's as
Mm-hmm.
big as say GDQ or RPG Limit. I get it.
yeah,
But for us, we have, I mean, we get more than we can get into the marathon.
Yeah.
hmm,
But I love that we offer them the opportunity the following week. Hey, day or time, if you have something that works, let us know if you still want to do the run.
Yep.
Because they took the time to submit something. They wanted to be a part of it. They wanted to raise money for charity.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be able to always give them that opportunity, even if they can't do the main marathon, because it helps with the charity and
Yep.
it helps not only that, but like some of the randomizers that people submit for our marathons aren't, not all of them are really big, don't have big communities, and it helps you. Like I love that they get that stage and they can help like grow their community as well
Mm-hmm.
because this helps. I mean, it helps our community, but like I like that it can help others too. And it's just I just really like that like people get that because it feels bad being like, thank you for your submission. Sorry we couldn't fit you in. Try next time. It's like, no, hey, we try we weren't able to get your run in. We're really sorry about that. But would you like to come the following week and
Mm-hmm.
still do your run?
and still support
Yeah,
the
it's-
charity, still be a part of the event, you know.
Yeah, and it's not a knock against GDQ or whatever, but
Oh, yeah.
like they have certain runs that people want to see. You're always going to see a Super Metroid in one of those. You're always going to see certain other runs in some of those, some of the Kaizo hacks and so forth. They have a dedicated group of people that like to submit certain things, and they know what their audience likes. But for us, it's like we have all kinds of communities we go to, and we're just like, hey, you guys have like 5 active people, but you have a really cool randomizer. We'd love to shine light on you guys like the Lunarian Shuffle from I think our first marathon ever. That's a Final Fantasy IV randomizer that most people don't get to see. It's kind of like Beyond Chaos for Final Fantasy VI. It's fun. It's a great time. They have a very tiny community, and I was very happy we could get them in one year. You won't see that at like a GDQ. You're not going to
Yeah.
see that run on speed gaming just because there's not enough people to get a tournament together for it. So just giving them a chance to actually showcase something and maybe get some people interested in running it, I think is a great thing that we can do with this marathon.
Absolutely.
But with that, unless you have any other final thoughts here,
Okay.
Oslaughto?
I'm good.
I'm looking forward to this. It's always a good time, always fun, entertaining. I remember the first one that I watched. I was recovering from surgery. It kept me company for a very long time. It was very helpful.
Fun.
And then jump into it, and oh my goodness, it's been fun.
Hey, yeah, and now
You get sucked
look
in.
how far we've come.
Oh.
Get sucked into the big show. You can't escape.
Well, I mean, again, as we said, people make a joke about something and it becomes real, and here we are
Oh yeah.
every time.
Yeah, every time.
But I think, Jay, we're a
Yeah.
bit over our time slot, but Danny's here and hasn't yelled at us yet, so we're good.
Yep.
I mean, it's our channel. Who's gonna tell us?
3 admins in the booth. Come on.
That's it. But with that, I would like to thank Danny and Darkmoon for showing up and for helping to put together the marathon. It's a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. I wish I could be there. It's a
Next year.
it's a great charity. I want to see a lot of money coming in. I will, of course, be on during those power hours to help hype everybody back up, to get the crowd into it.
Oh yeah.
You know, Jay will be there live, so there'll at least be one of us there. But yeah, hopefully next year I can make it. As Jay has said, next week I believe he's in the Big Apple.
Yeah. I'll
He's
be
going to be
in
he's
New York
he's
with,
leaving.
like 40 kids. Help me.
They're letting him out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I really don't.
I am not looking forward to being the mother duckling with 36 high school kids on the subway.
You have total. Yep. You know what, Jay? If we could be off for 2 weeks, folks, I don't know. We don't know. This could get real ugly
Get bad.
really quick.
Suddenly putting on the marathon live seems like a piece of cake.
Yeah, really though. But yeah, I mean, again, we'll be off next week, but we'll be back after that. I want to thank, again, the FFR community for letting us keep doing this. They haven't shut us down yet, which is nice. Yeah, with that, I will say that, once again, I have been your host from the most with this particularly cold this time of year coast Oslo. Though he has been Jay Scheidel. We will see you all in 2 weeks' time, and I will see you in the next round.
See yous.